And hello again, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Bozeman, Montana. I have jumped in the de Havilland DH2 Beaver for our next flight, which is going to be pretty much straight south down to Yellowstone Regional. Why the Beaver, you ask? Well, I don't really have a good answer for you, to be honest. I could have just as easily hopped in the Turbine Duke or even flown the King Air for all that matters, but you know, where's the fun in that? What I'm going to try to do here is something a little different. I'm going to try to fly VFR, like I say, the 65 miles or so that it is down to Yellowstone, and we're going to try to do it at a VFR altitude of about 9,500 feet if we can. Now, as you look into the distance, you see the mountains and you see the cloud layer, and I don't honestly know how far we're going to get, but we're going to give it a try. If we're able to pick our way through the Gallatin Gateway, and it should take us a little over half an hour to get down to Yellowstone. So wish me luck. If nothing else, it should be plenty entertaining. I've only flown into this airport one other time, and I'm also pretty new flying the Beaver, so it's a win-win. And we're gonna just have some fun and see what happens here. Winds are calm, that's one good thing. So we're gonna take off runway 3, we're gonna climb out, we're gonna fly over the top of all the rich people's houses and make them mad. See if we can't get up at least high enough to get over the foothills. And we're up. Whoa, a little bounce. Not sure what happened there. Getting some backfiring. We need to add some more carbide. There we go. Do enjoy this airplane. It's been a lot of fun to fly around. Great bush airplane, and hopefully it'll get us through the mountains without too much trouble. They have been known on occasion to you know, take some side excursions and try out some of the backcountry airports. So, you know, if we get to the mountains and we see that we can't go any further, we may look to see if there's some grass airstrips around and take this girl in and see what we can do. Climbing out nicely. Bring it around to just about straight south. Let's see, there's a little spot, a little wedge down there. That's called the Gallatin Gateway. And there's a river that runs through there, and a highway as well. And that's what we're going to try to follow. So let's see what happens. Set our heading bug just for reference. Basic, I think it's the Garmin 350 or something over there, and we'll just kind of use that more for reference than anything else. First thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we get up to at least 7,500 here to just make it out of the town. Sits at almost 5,000 feet as it is. So coming up on 6,000 feet, 1,500 to go. So where I feel at least like we can give it a shot. 9,500 would be even better. I do think there are a few little airstrips along the way, just in case we can check out if we need to. Big Sky Ennis Airfield. It's just off to the west a little bit. A couple of private airfields, Nine Corners and Olson Falls. Gardner Airfield also is a possibility if, again, if the cloud layer is too thick, we get where we need to go. That's where we will head. Alright. Flaps to cruise. 6,500. Producing good power. Pressures and temps are good. Like I said, still learning this airplane. Flies pretty nice though. It trims out really well. Very stable. I don't have, this is not the stall kit. Each one of these, by the way, this is from Milviz. They had a nice Black Friday sale. But each one of these liveries comes with regular tires, Tundra tires, regular wings, stall wings, floats with wheels, straight floats, and skis. And I believe you can also get the stall wings with the floats and the skis. So there's a lot of combinations there, and you get actually a lot of aircraft for your money. Now, there is a spray and pay package that you buy. Also, it's like another $10. Oh yeah, you get if you want to do some crop dusting, there is a crop dusting option as well. So anyway, you get quite a few planes for your money. To our filed altitude of 9,500. Well, I shouldn't say close, we're getting closer. Also getting into some clouds. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was worried about. So we're going to descend. Whoops. Try not to get crazy with that. Layer started just a little bit below 8,000. Yeah, right about there. So that may be our top altitude, at least for now. But that at least gets us kind of out and about here, and I don't see anything along the river that's a whole lot higher. 7,500. So, you know, with any luck, we'll maybe get through. It looks like there's some blue sky off to the south, so maybe we can get through this little haze layer and be okay. If not, we'll try to find a place to turn around and head back into town, or maybe shoot for one of those other airfields off to our west or off to our east. Try to shoot right up the river. Like I said, this is the Gallatin River. There's a road that runs right along the river. It's quite a beautiful canyon. I've been up it a few times. Was able to fish it last summer, I think. Quite a popular outdoor destination. Today we're going to try to fly right over the top of it. Okay, 7,500. We'll see how close we can keep it to that. About 130 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Depending on how tight the quarters get, we may slow it down a little bit, but let's see what happens here. Keep your eyes peeled for grizzly bears. Just kidding. Most of them will be hibernating by now. Alright, there's our road and our river. And our valley. Some altitude here as we go. And I see a little bit of blue sky over there, so that's encouraging. Have some more big scenery here. I have the I believe it's the Central Rockies, along with a couple of the global scenery packages. I have also trees, HD trees, and I did buy global vector as well. So they do a really nice job of modeling, most of these mountains and peaks and valleys, and quite scenic. "47 miles to our destination." Temperatures, pressure's all looking good. Fuel. We had 3 full tanks when we left. We should have plenty of fuel to get where we're going. As you can see, lots of neat trails and lots of camping and fishing. Things like that you can do up here. This time of year, it's it's mostly a skier's destination. So far, looks like we're going to gain some elevation up here, and luckily for us, the river and the highway run pretty much straight. I mean, they wind through, but it pretty much heads south. So this road actually goes right into West Yellowstone, which is where the airfield is at. So if we can somehow manage to stay below the clouds, the sun peeking out over there, it's awesome. Stay below those clouds, I think we're going to be okay. Things can change fast here in the mountains. Like it's getting worse up ahead. For a while there I saw some blue sky, but now it's looking like maybe not. There's one spot here coming up where I think we do need to be above 8,000, but that's not for a little while yet. Running the throttle wide open, not getting a lot of manifold pressure. Kind of giving me everything she's got so far. We do have a little bit more that we could coax out of the prop and the mixture if we needed to. I'm sure there's real world pilots out there that could tell me how to get more performance out of this aircraft, but I'm just a guy having fun on a sim. And we've dropped down to almost 7,200 feet here, so try to get us a little bit higher, maybe back up to 7,500. I don't want to go too much higher though, because I think that cloud layer has dropped also. So, don't want to get too carried away here. Our margins are getting a little bit smaller. So far. 36 miles. Just about halfway. Actually be entering the park here before long. I'm not exactly sure where Yellowstone National Park begins, but it's up here, not too far, if we're not already within the borders. And actually, no, we wouldn't be within the borders because I don't believe it's legal to fly Yellowstone National Park. I think the West Yellowstone Airport is just on the border. Yeah, and as I check my map, I think we may skirt it just a little bit if we follow this river. I do know at a certain point when I was fishing, we had to stop because we hit the boundary of the park. So that's the only reason why I thought maybe we would hit the park. But that doesn't make a lot of sense now that I think about that. So it's something I can check out when we're done. And I do think it looks like it wants to kind of break up a little bit over there, so that's good. Maybe the last 20 miles or so will be a little more clear, although honestly it hasn't been too bad in here as long as we've stayed down below our 7,800 mark. We've been able to have good visibility, I think. Where this part of the world is, by the way, this is kind of southern Montana and the northwestern corner of Wyoming. West Yellowstone actually, I think, is still within the boundaries of Montana, but just barely. Yellowstone National Park is located mostly in Wyoming. Montana does have a little bit of it. Things looking good so far. We're less than 30 miles to go. Looks like we actually maybe have our airfield on our GPS, but we still have some work to do here. Can't get complacent, especially since I don't know what I'm doing. Getting a close-up look at that ridge. But we've managed to keep the river and the road, and that's a win if nothing else. Like there actually is an ILS approach into this airport. So I guess I could have jumped in the King Air and just got up super high and grabbed the localizer, but wouldn't have been near as much fun. And we're not there yet. probably good that the weather is breaking up. I don't know how much daylight we would have had left to get back to Bozeman. Probably would have been okay, but it's better just to make it where we're going. Messing around, too much looking outside. Gotta make sure we don't fly into a hillside. Altitude messing around trying to get the cinematic shot. The weather's getting better. That's good. And things are looking good so far. Now if we can just find our way into West Yellowstone. Hopefully we pick the right valley and trail's good. Peek over the nose. I think this is still the way to go. Part of the map where I'm noticing that we need to be above 8,000 in order to have good clearance, so I'm going to go ahead and try to climb up a little bit just to make sure. I'm looking at things here, I'm not really seeing where that was, but I'm almost positive. I might have been looking too at a ridge line. Airport elevation for West Yellowstone is 6,650 feet. So, you know, it's up there. Pause there made me worried. Sim crash would be bad right now. Good, 18 miles to our destination. coasts, everybody lands kind of going north. So our winds right now 100 at 3. Yes, it's light enough that it really doesn't matter a whole lot, but it gives us a chance just to overfly the airfield and get a feel for what we have. Again, I've only landed here once. I bought this scenery in anticipation for a VAT sim event, and actually had a conflict and wasn't able to fly in the event, so I flew the next day, and that's the only time I've been in here, so been looking forward to coming back, checking it out. I thought today was as good a day as any. Yeah, I think it's good that we climbed a little bit. I mean, I don't know if we needed 8,000 to get through this little section, but I think it was good. Gave ourselves a little bit of altitude here just to keep a relatively safe distance from those hillsides. And as you can see, things are clearing up beautifully. Without this road, I don't know honestly that I would have even attempted this flight, but it sure is nice to have visual reference to guide you. It does look a little hazy though, now that I see things are clearing up. We've had some fires out this way, and so I don't know if that's kind of residual smoke from any of the fires that are still burning. A lot of times by this time of year, the winter storms have sort of put all those fires out, but sometimes they'll burn a little later. I don't know in real life how much snow they've actually gotten in this part of the country either, so they were pretty dry this summer. Could just be kind of end of the day haze as well. The cold temperatures, sometimes the air just sort of hangs, sits in here, low to the ground. Looks like we're kind of out of the canyon there and into the flats, and so now to see if we can locate our airfield. Zoom in a little bit here. We're on a pretty good course to intercept. Maybe some lights out there in the distance. To fly over the airfield and or next to it. It doesn't look like I've got any major terrain issues to deal with here, so maybe we'll just kind of enter left downwind and Flaps.
Slow here, 80 knots will be about right, I think. Bringing it in. We're still quite low. Keep it as level as we can. Some power back in. Rolling around a little bit. Wind's going to be off our left, but again, only 3 knots, so should be okay even with my terrible landing skills. And my limited tail wheel experience. There we go. Alright. Flaps to landing. Try to achieve some kind of glide slope here. If I land too hard, I'll just tell you all I was trying to do a stall landing. See the beacon over there. Just right as far as daylight left. Nice wide, long runway. I don't know how big the airplanes are that they bring in here, but I would imagine that they at least bring in some kind of corporate jet types in today, but to have them beaver. Oh boy. It was not good. But we're down. We'll taxi to the gate, which I honestly don't even know where it is. Looks like it's right there. What did I have over here? Nothing. Oh. Houses and private stuff. Well, we're going to just go here because it's close. Clean the flaps up. If you've made it this far, you've put up with enough. So a quick taxi to the gate, I think, is just what the doctor ordered. Things shut down and have just a quick tour of the airfield, just in case you've ever thought about picking this thing up. You can take a look at what it looks like here. As always, you know, Orbix does a great job, so you're not going to be disappointed. I'm just going to pull over here in front of my log cabin.
that side. As with most of the Orbic scenery, again, there's just these little pieces of detail that are phenomenal. Let's just take a look at over here. Got some gas trucks, fuel trucks. I think this could be, I'm not 100% sure, the main terminal area. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Yellowstone Airport, West Yellowstone, Montana. Pretty amazing, pretty awesome. Not sure how much of the surrounding scenery is modeled, but you know, I would guess that there would be a fair amount that is. There's kind of where we came from. Let's go see what was going on over here. It looks like some kind of I don't know if it's like a little bit of a private kind of GA area or what exactly that is, but I think it deserves a quick look-see. Got us a house and a fireplace going, and looks like a helipad. Interesting. Maybe a few houses there, cabins in the mountains or in the trees there. Maybe an FBO. Honestly, don't know. Oh, fire center. That makes sense. If there was ever a spot that you would need one, this would definitely be it. Very nice. Fun flight, fun trip, terrible landing. Hope you won't hold that against me and will join me maybe for a future flight. I think we're going to go from here down to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So hopefully we will see you again soon.